Hello and welcome to the Day 8 retrospective for canned food bingo. So I'm just going to jump on the scales right now just to see if we've lost any weight, and after that we'll go in and have a wee discussion about how I feel the week went. Okay, when we started I was 259.2, so let's see where we are now. 251.6. That seems a lot. Let's try that one more time just to be sure. Yeah, 251.6. So almost £8 lost. Wow, that's good. Well, how about that then? 7.5, almost £8 lost. That's pretty impressive. I wasn't expecting anywhere near that much for that, because overall this week hasn't been that hard. It's not like the Slim Fast one, which I really struggled with. I found this a lot easier than that. So £8 to lose, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm really quite impressed. So how did the week go then? Well, it started slow and then kind of took a nosedive with the stuff I was having when we had that day where we got all the vegetables, the kidney beans and stuff, and then there was pea day, which was awful. But after that, we were pretty much through all the disgusting stuff. There was a few things peppered in later, like the Artichoke Hearts, but ultimately the rest of the week after pea day wasn't so bad. I had to maybe skip one can because it was gross. But because I had all my fruit and stuff like that, it actually wasn't that bad. So overall the week, I thought it was going to be really awful from the beginning because of how badly it started. But in the end, it actually turned out okay. So I'm really reasonably happy with it. So what were my favourites then? I've actually got the labels here of my 3 favourite things that I had over the course of the week. First up was the Mulligatawny Soup. I'd never had this before, so I wanted to try it just because it was a different soup that I've never had, and I actually really enjoyed it. So kind of a spicy soup with a bit of rice in it. That was nice, really nice. So that's definitely one that I'm going to buy again. Oh, I've got the hiccups, so I'm sort of a bit of gassiness here just because I've just had some solid food for the first time in a week, and it was very nice. A nice big rolling sausage with wee tatty scone in there as well. So, second up was the vegetable curry. I didn't expect this to be as good as it was, but it was actually really nice. As opposed to any of the sort of chicken curry based things that we had throughout the week, I actually preferred this because I think vegetables sort of hold together better than chicken does when you put it into a can. So that was actually really nice, and I would probably buy that again as well. Have it with a bit of rice, maybe a naan bread or something. So I would definitely recommend that one. That was good. My favourite one was one that I buy all the time anyway, and that was the premium haggis. I know it's for a lot of people it probably sounds disgusting and it's quite fatty. It's definitely not good for you, this one. I mean, there's over 800 calories in a tin. But it's really tasty, it's really nice, so as a treat every now and then, I think that's a great one. And just the fact it was really probably my favourite meal of the week was having this, because I got to have it with some actual potatoes, some totties, which was really good. So it made a proper meal, and I had some of that creamed corn left over as well, and that was really nice. So yeah, I definitely would recommend this to you. Or if you want to try sort of a more genuine haggis, you can get the haggis in the balls. If you live in Scotland, you see it all the time, you know all about it. I don't know about England, if you live in any other country, you probably don't get it. You might have to go to like a British shop or even a Scottish shop to actually try haggis. But haggis is, one of my favourite things to eat. I really love haggis, and I'm not just saying that because I'm Scottish. I mean, I'm a Scotsman who absolutely hates bagpipes. They do my tits in. But haggis I love, and I also love Iron Brew more than any other soft drink. So definitely give that a go. So what were the worst ones then? Well, third worst has to be the leaf spinach. It was actually hard for me to pick my top 3 for this one because there were quite a few ones that I absolutely despised, but the leaf spinach has to be up there because I literally ate 1 bite, 2 bites, and I stopped eating it. I couldn't get any further. The mushrooms, I didn't enjoy them, but I do like mushrooms, so it's the sort of thing that if it was in a different dish or I'd fried the mushrooms or something like that, I would have enjoyed them. So I'm not putting that in there for that reason, because they would be nice in other circumstances. But the spinach, I don't even know what you would do with spinach. It was just gross, and it didn't look anything like it does in the packet. It wasn't like leaves; it was all a big mushy, wet mess. So yeah, that was bogging. Second, I would have to go second worst, peas pudding. This looks like something straight out of the 1980s, and it tasted like it too. It was disgusting. It sort of almost tasted like the mushy peas, except with a way worse texture and not as much flavour. So it was like a really crappy version of that. So I really didn't enjoy it. I had like 2 bites and then I put the spoon down, and that was just part of a really, really bad day. I didn't choose the chickpeas because I do actually like chickpeas in certain situations, but this, nah, definitely not. And then to the absolute worst one, which I'm pretty sure you can probably guess, was the artichoke hearts. The artichoke hearts were absolutely disgusting. They sort of smell like perfume. They smell like thistles, which is what they are. They're basically a thistle. And yeah, I had 1 bite and I didn't even swallow it. I spat it out. It was so disgusting. Luckily that day I actually had some other decent stuff. I almost picked the thing I had with this was the beef madras. I actually almost picked that for my top 3 as well because I didn't like it. The beef was stringy and chewy and disgusting. But the other 2 just sort of just beat it out. So yeah, I don't even know what you would do with these. I'm never going to see artichoke hearts again. So I guess the big question is, would I do it again? When I started, when we were doing the first few days and how badly the first few days went, if you were to ask me at that point, I would have said no. No way, Jose. It was just going so poorly and I was having such a horrible time with it. I was so tempted to give up, but I just wanted to see it through. So at that point, I would have said no. Now that I've done it, now that I've finished it and I've seen the results, I would maybe do it again. I actually probably would do it again. The thing is, if I was to do it again, I wouldn't do it as a bingo. I wouldn't do a canned food bingo again. I would just do a canned food diet. So I would have 4 cans a day, and I would pick the cans and plan it for the week so that I know what I'm having. Because that way, when you add up all the cans, even on the days where I ate the bad cans, I say bad, but the cans that aren't good for you, like this one, like the haggis, and then there was the ribs, and there was something else that I had on the last day. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it had loads of saturated fat in it. Even on those days, I was still eating well below 2,000 calories, and it helps that I'm eating the fruit and stuff like that. So yeah, I would do that again because of the results that I got. I lost almost 8 pounds, and I wouldn't expect to lose that much again if I did it again in a couple of weeks, because I think that's a bit of an anomaly. It's not common to lose that much weight in a week, and it's certainly not healthy to lose that much weight every week. But yeah, given the results, I would do it again. I would probably sort of try and schedule it so I've got four tins. One for breakfast that is an actual breakfast thing, like beans or something. One for lunch that is filling, so not a soup or anything like that. There's something with meat in it or something. And then for dinner, 2 cans, I'd have like a soup or a veg and then a main. I would sort of do it that way. And I think that would probably work quite well as a diet plan. At least if you want to make the diet insanely easy, because a lot of diets you've got to like chop up vegetables and you've got to buy low calorie meals and do all of that. But yeah, I would do it that way if I was going to do it again. Well, I've got nothing else to add to that really. I think overall it was actually a decent week. Started off poorly, but got better towards the end. So maybe do it again. And it was a educational experience. I tried a lot of things that I've never tried before, and there are some things I will try again. I will have again. Some things I definitely won't. But it was interesting, and you can see, you know, if you've looked over the days, you can see the amount of calories I ate. You know what the nutrition was like and stuff like that, and it actually wasn't too bad. And yeah, it was great. Well, if you enjoyed this series and if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Go back and rewatch the series if you wanted to maybe see if there's anything that you missed. And if you haven't watched the series, if you're just tuning into this video, go back and watch it. It'll be on the channel. It's Canned Food Bingo Week, and that's what it'll be called on the channel. It'll also be in the weeks playlist, because I've done a bunch of other weeks where I do a diet as well. And if you have any ideas for what you want me to do for my next diet, please leave me a comment below. I've already got a few ideas myself. There was one that I was planning to do. I was going to start it a couple of weeks ago, around when it was my birthday, but I couldn't do it because of the lockdown. The lockdown very much got in the way of it, and it made it impossible to do it. So that one that I've got planned, and I've actually already made it up, and I've scheduled it and everything. I might still do it. I probably will still do it, but I'm going to have to wait until the lockdown is pretty much over before I can do it. So that one's going to go on hold. So I've got some other ideas, but if you've got any ideas for me, put them in the comments, and I'll see if they make sense and if they're doable, and I might do them. And of course, I'll give you a wee shout out if I can. Well, thanks very much for watching. This has been the Canned Food Bingo Week. I'm glad it's over. I'm going to have myself a nice takeaway tonight. I'm still divided. I still don't know if I want to have a KFC or have a kebab. But those are my two things that I'm leaning towards. I'll probably decide in the moment what I fancy. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And stay tuned, stay subscribed to the channel. And hopefully it won't be too long before I upload another video. I know I don't upload a lot, but if you want to, you know, see more of me, you can go over to SnackTube. That's my other channel. I upload there twice a week. So yeah, if you want to see more of my pretty face, that's where I'll be. Thank you very much. That'll be me for today. So thank you, and I will see you in the next video whenever that happens to be. Cheers.